Hello my little gems. Yes, gems. I bet you guys already know what this is. I mean, duh, because the title. Today's video is going to be on this beauty right here. So if you haven't seen this already, this is the So Jaded palette. It's a collab between Kathleenlights and Colourpop. So she does have a few collabs with them, quite a few already, but this is the newest one, and the main difference between this one is the fact that this is I believe they're calling it a mega palette. So it's like, I mean, my face is huge, so it's not quite as big as my head, but you know, it's definitely bigger than their other palettes. So I think I might have one of their other palettes somewhere around here that I can do a comparison. First one that I found is the Give It To Me Straight palette. So this is one of their normal, I'm gonna call it like an old school palette because they have been making so many 9-pan palettes that this is kind of like the other style that they did before the 9-pan. So this is the 12-pan little palettes. So this is one of these, and then this is the mega palette right here. Like, yeah, so this is huge. And yes, I was gonna say my grandma would say it's huge because she's from the East Coast, so it's not huge, it's huge. There we go. Anyways, this is the box, so it's exactly the same as the palette. I love when brands do that. It's just nice and cohesive, and I appreciate that. So yeah, instead of showing you guys the box, we'll just show you the palette. So again, this is the front. The back has all of the shadows on here, and there are 30 shadows in this palette. That is amazing. Like, that is so many shadows. And then this is the inside. This is so pretty. Like, I wish I could just take all of this artwork and put it on my wall. And this is the inside of the palette. Like, how gorgeous is this? Like, I'm looking at this, and when I saw it online, I was like, yep, I'm gonna use this all fall, winter, year-round, all the time, 24/7 almost. Like, look at how pretty all of these shadows are. These are absolutely stunning. I love, obviously, they're very jewel toned, and I just, oh, I love it. So there was like something I wanted to say. Oh, how much it is. So this is one of their bigger palettes, and it is a lot more expensive than what their other palettes would be, but because there are so many more shades in here compared to any of their other palettes, there's 30 shades in here, and it retails for $39. When they first released this on their website, it accidentally was put on there for $35. So I literally bought this at 8 o'clock that day. As soon as it launched, I was like, yep, I'm buying this. So I actually did get it for $35. I kind of wish that's what the actual price was, because even though $39 isn't that much more, and it's still a good price for the amount of shadows you're getting, I just, like, 35 sounds better, you know? Like, it's $35 versus, like, you might as well just call it $40, the actual price. But that's just me. It's still a good price for how many shades that you're getting, so you really can't beat it. I mean, what, half of the $40, $50 palettes, you get like 10 shades? I don't know. I'm trying to think of like one off of the top of my head, like a different brand, and totally going over my head right now. So this is still such a good deal for all of the different shades that you're getting, all of the different colors and all of that. I mean, the creativity behind this is absolutely gorgeous. I just love the theme of it, and it's very, very Kathleen, so I think it's just so fun and so pretty, and I'm so excited to work with this. So let's go ahead and just get into it. I do have my lids primed already. I think I'm gonna do more of a monochromatic sort of green. I kind of want to go with these shades right here, maybe this one, and then I also want to go into that glitter. Again, there are 2 pressed glitters in this palette, and they aren't eye safe, so it's up to you. whether or not you feel comfortable with using them around your eye. I think I am going to use them around my eye until, I don't know, I get nervous every time I do it, but like I kind of just can't help it at the same time. So I don't know, maybe I won't do it, maybe I won't be super reckless, but maybe I will. Who knows? I'm unpredictable sometimes. So let's go ahead and get into this look. So I just put glitter primer on. So I was either between Tiger Eye or Emerald. So the more brown shade is definitely Tiger Eye and the other shade is Emerald. I was trying to figure out what shade I wanted to do underneath the shade Topaz, because I do think I'm going to top it off with Topaz. So what I think I'm going to do is do Emerald and then maybe do a little bit of Tiger Eye towards the outer corner. I haven't fully decided, but I did use a glitter primer. I don't remember if I just said that or not. So this is Emerald. I'm just going to go ahead and put this on my lid. This shade is so pretty. Like, I just love, like, I love emerald green, I love forest green. I just love those more darker toned greens. Like, honestly, green in general is just so pretty, but like this shade specifically is just gorgeous. Like, I honestly was thinking of doing this as one of my wedding colors and having it like a fall, or not a fall wedding, like a winter wedding. Like, I feel like this color would be so pretty. I'm not entirely sure I need it, but I am gonna take that Tiger Eye shade, so this one right here, and then just put that on my outer corner. Just blend it into that emerald shade. Honestly, I guess it looks okay. It's just so underwhelming compared to that emerald shade, so I'm just gonna kind of take more of that emerald shade. Not completely make the Tiger Eye shade go away, but definitely adding more of the emerald shade back in there. And then I'm just gonna take a little bit glitter glue and pat it on to the lid. And we're gonna do some of that glitter. Actually, I feel like I need a little bit more than what I did. And then we're gonna take this Topaz shade and then just kind of pat it on. I put a lot on my fingers, so I'm kind of just gonna wipe some of that off. I feel like that's a good combination between that emerald shade and then this glitter. It just adds a little bit more to it. I mean, the emerald shade is just really pretty on its own, but I also really like this glitter. And it just adds like a little tiny bit more to it without putting it all over your lid. And I feel like if you did want to use these glitters on your lid, this is a good compromise. And just putting it all over the lid, but again, if you don't feel safe with doing it, don't do it. So I'm not sure how well you guys can see that from here, but I feel like it adds a nice little kick to the look. I feel like this would be a really pretty like Christmas time look. I mean, fall too, but like for some reason I'm getting like Christmassy vibes from it, so.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
And then I'm going to take a little bit of this shade here. So I say Peridot. I've always said Peridot, but I'm almost positive Kathleen said Peridot or something in her video. What do you guys say? I never even thought of it like being called anything but Peridot. Is it like a East Coast, West Coast thing? Like, I don't know. I heard that and I was like, well, it makes sense, but like, it almost blew my mind. I was like, oh, I've never heard of it called that. I feel like that's a really pretty addition to this look. I love that shade, and I just love those green shades. Like, it's really, it kind of reminded me of that one that I recently used in the Earth and Ocean palette by e.l.f. Like, very similar tones there. And you know what? I have it next to me, so we're just gonna swatch them on my fingers. And they're actually pretty similar. This one is, oh crap. This one is the e.l.f. one, and then this one's the Kathleen one. So definitely different, but still pretty similar. This one's lighter, this one's a little more green. This one looks like maybe more gold. Like a more gold undertone, and the other one might have just a tiny bit more of a greener undertone. Does that make sense? Let me see what else we should do here. It's gonna take a little bit of this shade right here and to blend everything out a little bit more. And then go in with the shade Stoned. I'm such a 5-year-old. Okay, so we'll go in with this shade here. Just on the outer V. I kind of want to add a little bit more color to this look. So, I mean, there's color to this look, but I just want to add a little something else. So we're going to try to do a little bit of this turquoise shade, and we'll do that underneath that. Was that trying to decide if that was a good thing or a bad thing? I'm not entirely sure. Right now I think I'm betting on it was an okay thing. So I feel like this is basically it. Just do a little bit of eyeliner, the other eye, and the rest of my face. Actually, before we do that, I'm just going to add a little bit of that. I have no, oh, my precious. I would try to do a Gollum voice, but I can't. Precious. We'll do this shade here, my precious. Okay, so that's about it. We'll go ahead and do the rest of this and we will be back. Okay, so this is the finished look. I feel like I just went over this because I totally did. So I came back, I had lashes on, these crazy big lashes on, and I remembered why I'm not doing lashes really anymore, because my eyes hate them. And I don't remember what brand these are, but they're like super thick, and I think I used the wrong lash glue. I bought a new one and I don't know if I used it or what, or if I need to change my lash glue. Yeah, I had them on. My eyes looked crazy. Like, they were just like giant, like huge. I've got giant eyes, and maybe it's just because I'm not used to wearing lashes right now, because I haven't worn them in honestly a couple weeks. At least it feels like a couple weeks. Maybe it's not accurate, but quite a bit. I haven't worn lashes. I haven't put them on in a little while, so that might be why I wasn't really liking the look with the lashes. But overall I like it. And one thing that I'm going to note is normally I wouldn't do like top eyeliner really unless I was doing like a wing. I only do like a little bit of liner on the top when I do lashes, so I wouldn't have done that if I wasn't planning on doing lashes, and I was, but I ended up taking them off. So anyways, before I keep rambling on forever and ever and ever, this is the finished look. Now it's a little less than perfect because the lash glue is in my lashes and I couldn't curl my lashes and do mascara to the full potential without the fear of ripping out or cutting my lashes off, which is like a real fear because that's scary. So but my lashes were like super sticky after I took those off, so I was not playing around with that. Might do a couple coats of mascara after this, but other than that, that is it. I'm done. Other than that, my brief review on this palette is it's gorgeous. It was so well thought out. It's just so pretty. I love the theme. I love the colors in here, the color story, everything. Every shade I used was perfect. I didn't have any issues with any of the colors that I used. Everything went on smoothly. It's your typical Colourpop palette, which I've said in basically all of my last Colourpop reviews, but it's so, you know, their formula is so consistent, it doesn't really change. So if you have any of their palettes, think of whatever palette you have, and that's the formula and quality you're getting in this palette, which is amazing. It's great quality, especially for the price. So I have absolutely no complaints. I can go on the rant about the glitters and all of that fun stuff, but obviously I use the glitters on my eyes today, so it is what it is. You either use them or you don't. There's only 2 in this palette, so I feel like that's, you know, that's alright, because you get so many more shades. You get 28 more shades if you're not going to use those glitters. But this color story is just absolutely gorgeous, and I keep looking down at it because it's just so beautiful, and I don't know why I'm holding it like this, like pretzel arms. Yeah, it's gorgeous. I can't wait to keep on playing with it. It's so fall, so beautiful, jewel toned, and just amazing. I'm just in love with this color story and all of the creative work that was put behind this palette. I'm really impressed. I'm so glad that I got it, because I almost wasn't going to get it, because when I saw the price tag, to me, I just wasn't sure if I wanted to spend that much money, but it's, you know, it's worth it. It totally is worth it. If you think you would even use half of these shades, it's worth it. And, you know, it is a good challenge. A lot of these are wearable shades and neutrals, but also great pops of color, and it's just such a beautiful palette, and I'm just gonna stare at it in awe and like admiration because I love it. I don't think I actually showed you guys this full look. Oh my god, I'm just completely destroying everything that's on my desk right now. So this is our finished look. Nothing too crazy. I do like it though. I love the little bit of glitter on there and the highlight shade and everything, and I might have changed the color that I put underneath it. I might have gone with Tiger's Eye or Tiger Eye if I wanted to put more glitter on the lid, but I think that with the emerald shade and the sprinkle of glitter over there, I feel like it looks really nice. I might have picked a different shade to go underneath on my lower lash line. I might have picked a different shade other than turquoise for a different pop of color. I think now that I'm looking at it, I kind of wish I went in with like carnelian or something, but that's just technical stuff and stuff on my part, so it has nothing to do with the palette itself. But yeah, I really adore this palette. I adore the concept, and I think you guys should get it if you're at all interested in it. But I think that pretty much wraps up this review. If you liked it, go ahead and, you know, go ahead and give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. We'll see you next time.